Practice one.
Okay, so this is. Hold up, it's loading. This is our nutrition project by
Juan Hernandez.
Isabel Cooper.
and Victoria Koch. Yes. Next slide. Macromolecules. Hold on, let me close this. Macromolecules, the structure and function. So there are four different main types of macromolecules. The first one would be carbohydrates, and you can recognize this as many refer to it as sugar. Anyway, carbohydrates, the monomer is monosaccharides, the polymer is polysaccharides, of course, and it is composed of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Carbohydrates provide temporary energy, and you should consume about 225 to 325 grams per day. And these are examples of carbohydrates: bread, cornstarch, especially anything with starch. Lipids. Okay, so lipids do not have an official monomer or polymer, but the lipids do compose of the following elements, such as carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and phosphorus? Phosphorus. Phosphorus. Okay, and they provide energy storage and can be used for structural purposes, such as, organs, and that's wrong. Okay, and so they provide 44 to 78 grams per day. Oh no. And butter, olive oil, and coconut can be found. Lipids can be found in those following things. Yes. Oh my god. Proteins. Okay, so the monomer of proteins is the amino acids, the polymer is polypeptides, and the elements that consist of proteins are carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and sulfur. And proteins provide structure, function, and regulation of the body. 46 to 56 grams should be consumed per day. And you can find proteins in eggs, fish, and beans, as you can see in the image. And nucleic acids. So the monomer of nucleic acids is nucleotides. Polymer is nucleic acids, obviously. And the elements are carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and phosphorus. Phosphorus. Yes, and they store and transmit your genetic information, and the nucleic acids are not needed for nutrition. Yes, an example of nucleic acids would be DNA and RNA. And healthy lifestyle, diet, and exercise.
So, a healthy lifestyle includes a healthy diet and proper exercise to burn enough calories, an equal amount of calories you intake. So, a healthy diet should emphasize fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, meaning carbohydrates. So, most of what you should eat should be fresh or canned fruits or vegetables to get most of your nutrients. It should include lean meat, fish, or eggs, which is also known as protein, and be low in saturated fats, salts, and cholesterol, or lipids. Shown on the right is a graph of about how much of each you should eat. Shown here is a picture of the food pyramid. As you can see, at the bottom is vegetables, salads, and fruit, meaning the carbohydrates that you should eat. How this is organized is the things on the bottom of the pyramid need to be eaten more or have more servings of per day than things on the top. So you should have more meat, poultry, and fish, which is protein, than fat, spreads, and oils, which is unhealthy lipids. Exercise. A healthy amount of exercise is some moderate intensity aerobic activity. This includes muscle strengthening, like weightlifting or push-ups, etc., and walking, jogging, or running. About 2.5 hours of exercise a week for adults is healthy, but children and teens should exercise for about an hour a day. Child wasting and how to prevent it.
Preventive interventions. access to nutrient-rich foods, and to healthcare. Because
I don't.
improve nutrition and health knowledge and practices, promotion of exclusive breastfeeding, and improved complementary feeding practices. Improve water and sanitation systems and hygiene practices to protect against communicable diseases. Here's a picture of what you'll do to support child wasting. Treatment of children with severe malnutrition. Community screening, early identification, treatment of infections, access to good and healing foods, medical complications, and monitoring and follow up. Here's a picture of a African American getting food. Treatment of children with moderate nutrition. Best of best use of locally available foods where necessary, specially created foods. Economic effects. Malnutrition slows economic growth and make poverty. Malnutrition are a long-term and trapped generations of individuals, communities, in a harsh circle of poverty. Undernutrition is in early age makes an individual poor, prone to non-communicable disease later in life, including diabetes and heart disease, significantly increased health costs and resource-constrained health systems. Here are resources for the
Resources, yes.
for child wasting.
And diet.
And resources, macromolecules, and
Photo
Photo
citations.
yes, this concludes our presentation. Thank you. I hope the audio recorded. If it didn't,
What if it did it?
I hope it didn't.
okay.
Because that was
Hold
bad.
on. Hold on. Let's see if it did.
It did.